Hey YouTube, it's Adrian. Just before we get you to this video, do me a favor and head over to pageantlaunch.com. We are starting the world's first dedicated pageant review site, and I would love for you to join our launch team. All you need to do is put in your email address. It's completely free. We are looking to make a pageant industry that is safe, transparent, and fair. I know it's like that most of the time, but over the last year, it's become very evident that it's not like that all of the time. So head over to pageantlaunch.com, put in your email address, and let's get you to this video. Wouldn't you know it, as soon as we're about to go live, Chloe drops off. God, this is going to kill me. Okay, we got to get started. Welcome to everyone who's tuning in. If you have any questions or any comments about anything, put them in the comments and we can bring them up. Obviously, we're up to PPJ 39. I've got Danielle as usual. Danielle, give everyone a wave or say hello.
Hello, everyone.
And I've got, obviously, someone downstairs, as in the bottom left, who's not Lauren. So Lauren has a busy life and she's had to step away from her podcasting duties for a little while, hopefully not permanently. But as I posted, obviously huge thanks to Lauren for all her hard work. I mean, we got up to like 38 episodes with Lauren, and that's more than 38 hours that she's given of her time for free. So huge thanks to her. And hopefully we will have her on as a guest or back as a host at some point. But stepping in, not necessarily stepping into her shoes, because no one can replace Lauren, but this lovely young lady below me, she was on our gaming night, and I was saying this last week, she got my attention because one of her answers was Adrian's poop. And I didn't even know who she was, and she was already giving me grief. And since then, she's basically been keeping me sane through lockdown. And I've loved having chats with her and getting to know her. So Chloe, Louise, Davies, welcome, and welcome to the bottom left square.
Thank you.
Do you want to introduce yourself and say anything? I tried to give you the short intro there.
Thank you so much, Adrian. And you've also kept me sane throughout lockdown. I'm so excited to be here. I'm a former Miss Grand Northern Ireland, and I love all things pageants. And I'm so excited to meet our guests and interact with everyone every week and be here along with Danielle and Adrian. It's an honor, honestly. But never replacing Lauren, of course.
It's an honor, apparently. Danielle, we're an honor to... Believe me, you might be rethinking that by the you might be rethinking that by the end of today. And then our special guest for today, we're keeping her up way past her bedtime. Apparently, she goes to bed at 7:30 because she likes to get up at 5, not because she's just that boring. Marcie Reid, who's a Miss Intercontinental UK 2020 finalist. Marcie, hello.
Hi.
How did I do for the intro?
That was good. I'm impressed.
Hopefully it's accurate as well. Marcie, do you want to tell people a little bit about yourself? For example, the fact that you love cardio and you hate weights.
Well, about that, that's wrong, basically. I hate cardio. It's the bane of my life. It disgusts me, but that's another story. I love picking up weights. You. It does, honestly. I can't deal. But no, I do bodybuilding competitions alongside pageantry. That's my thing. And yes, I do go to bed at 7:30, and no, I'm not boring, I promise.
No. Why do you wake up at 5 every morning? Is that because, I mean, you were saying before we went live that you like that time of the morning, which I do too. But is that to train as well, or for your job, or you really just like 5 a.m. that much?
It's a bit of everything, really. I mean, I love being up that early. I like being awake when nobody else is. And I like going to the gym before work. So it sets up my day. It's nice just to go there first and then walk around the corner to my job. So yeah, it's just my little routine. It's my little happiness, my 5 o'clock. I do it Saturday and Sunday as well. No work though, just chill.
Oh my gosh. Like, I actually want to be you. I know We were joking before we went live. I want to be you. Like, there's this thing called the 5 a.m. club. I'm guessing that you are a solid member of that club. I really want to be a part of this, but I'm a natural night owl. So any advice you can give to me on how to become a morning person, I'd greatly appreciate that.
It just takes training. I used to be that person up until 3 a.m. as well, and I can't. I'm going straight to bed after this. Like, I've already got my pajamas ready. Do you know what I mean?
Hopefully we don't put you to sleep then.
Yeah.
No.
We'll try not to. What was I going to say? Oh, I haven't given Danielle a chance to catch us up on. So on the top right, as always, someone who definitely is not part of the 5 a.m. club, unless she stays up until 5 a.m., which I wouldn't pass her. Yeah. Danielle, welcome back. I thought you were trying to get to bed earlier and wake up earlier, but no.
I'm trying. I've got my little book on sleep here. I've got my pillow sprays. I mean, I've suffered with insomnia for years, and it's one of those things that just comes and goes. Sometimes I can get to bed really early. Sometimes I'm up until literally 5 a.m. in the morning. So, I'm getting there. I'm trying. I'm making a conscious effort, but like TikTok doesn't help, does it? No. I'm up to God knows what time and watching Chloe's TikToks because they are hilarious. If you don't go and follow Chloe already, you need to go follow her on TikTok because they're hilarious. But yeah, TikTok doesn't help me sleeping either. And I am boring. I do stay up late.
You are not boring. Didn't you have a sleep app? I'm remembering 20 weeks ago.
Look at me. I'm looking for my phone and I realise I'm recording on it. Yeah, I actually have an app on my phone that records my sleep, and I've noticed that I've started snoring more.
Oh wow.
Records the sound of your sleep.
Yeah, so if it picks up any sound, it instantly starts
Marcie,
recording.
Danielle likes to record her sleep and then listen back to it. It's a thing that she has.
And then send people my snoring clips. Well, there's worse things you could be doing in your sleep, so
Yep.
I've seen the.
I don't know. Please do tell.
There's definitely a guy on TikTok that plays recordings of people passing a wind in their sleep, and I can proudly say that I am not one of those people that passes wind in my sleep. Otherwise, I would know because my phone records me. And and when it records you, it goes a sigh or a heavy breathing or a snore. Could you imagine one day I open my phone and it goes huge? But it hasn't done that yet.
Not yet.
No, I am too scared to go to sleepovers in case.
I feel sorry for Marcie. So as I describe this podcast, we occasionally talk about pageantry, but I wouldn't be holding my breath because we're talking about farts and we're not even 10 minutes in. And just with the comments, Frankie has said, Chloe! Or maybe that's Chloe. I don't know if that's a scream of fright or...
She's like,
Chloe!
Chloe!
Hello, Frankie,
Chloe.
and thank you for watching in. Anthony has said hello over from Greece, I believe, and Frankie has said hi, Marcie, as well. Marcie, why don't we start with a bit of pageantry before we get carried away with Danielle's fart stories. You're in the lead up to Intercontinental UK 2020. How's all the prep going?
It's getting there. I'm so much more organised this time. So much more organised. And I bet it's going to be this time that, it's going to get postponed when I'm actually ready. But, I've pretty much got everything. I'm just excited. I'm so excited. But obviously, fingers crossed, it actually happens this side of Christmas. That's what we want. But we shall see, I suppose. If we're all good on our best behaviour, they might let us have it.
Have you heard anything from the internationals, Intercontinental itself? Is it going to be postponed? Have they got a date?
I'm not sure. So far, I have absolutely no idea. I mean, for our UK one, Lily's been really good. She's updating us constantly and things like that, giving us all sorts of options and stuff. But international, I haven't got a clue just yet. Yeah. So I know quite a few are still going ahead. So I don't know. It's a bit crazy.
Yeah. I guess one step at a time. So Intercontinental UK is scheduled for November?
Yes, beginning of November.
Okay. And your director, Lily, recently had a baby. I don't know how you run a pageant. I think it's her first time as well. Not having the baby, but running a pageant.
But she ran it last year, didn't she? Yeah,
yep, she did, yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Second
yes,
year.
Georgia. And,
Second year.
yeah. But being a new director and then having a baby on top, that's, nah. I don't know.
She'll put messages in the group chat at like 5 o'clock in the morning, and I'm like, why are you awake? Like she just doesn't stop working, whether it's for her family or for the pageant. She's go. It's crazy. I wish I had that sort of energy. She doesn't go to bed at 7:30, and she's still up at 5. It's crazy.
You're not the only one waking up early in the morning. So, Marcie, I don't know if you saw this. Lizzie Leland Cunningham has said, Marcie.
Oh, love you, Liz.
And her profile photo, is that a bowling alley, a swimming pool, or I don't know.
She's on holiday. I can't remember which one, but she's on holiday.
Okay, I'm just staring at it and I can't quite make sure.
Where did you get the bowling alley from?
Well, I thought that blue thing might be the aisles, but yeah, no, it's a pool, and then behind it either looks like couches or sheep. Anyway, moving on to important things. Frankie here has said, "I'm super excited for Chloe. Great addition." I will say a lot of people were guessing who would be the new co-host, and a lot of people put very reasonable suggestions up there, like Imogen, like Megan. Olivia McPike, although if I had Olivia as a co-host, as I said to Freya, no one would understand anything we were talking about. And I like to say Olivia is our resident blonde. She's not blonde, but every time Olivia's on, something happens. And she ends up getting roasted. That's last time she said she was going to tell Holly because we were all giving her grief. But Chloe does have her... she has a sense of humour. Chloe, would you like to sing for us, for example? Chloe?
No, I'm an awful singer. I'm the worst singer, but I'm always first to sing. So, yeah. Me and Adrian have this plan that we're going to go on the Backstreet Boys cruise, and we're going to sing karaoke together. Is that right, Adrian?
Well, I am, yes, a closet Backstreet fan, but I was talking to Chloe about Scottish accents, and I was saying I can do a Scottish accent.
No, don't do it. Don't do
singing,
it.
Oh,
thank you, Danielle.
No, don't make me do that.
But I was saying I don't think I could sing in a Scottish accent, and then Chloe sent me, what did you sing? Country Road with a Scottish accent, because if you from Kingsman, yeah. So
yeah. The saddest
Danielle,
moment in television history.
Yes.
It is.
Every time you do it, I'm just like, no, don't do that.
Not even a wee Scottish accent.
Oh, no. Actually, no. I'll give you the wee was alright. It's like a weird hybrid whenever you do it. I don't know.
Because I'm crap at doing accents. That's why. I never said I was good at it.
That's Irish.
I can't do Irish. I've been trying to figure out how to do an Irish accent, and I just end up sounding like I have some sort of speech impediment. Melissa here has said, I totally agree with Marcie. I wake up at 5:30 and I feel better now. I'm waking up early.
I want to be you. I want to be you.
Well, look at this. Anthony has also agreed. So waking up early makes you feel like you have a whole bigger day ahead.
Yeah, so much.
And Shaz Miller here said, hi, Marcie, so proud of you and cannot wait to see you on that stage.
Love
to
you.
Love Hearts. Louise Fraser has said, hey, Marcie.
Hey.
Oh, Laurie. Laurie, have you heard anything about Miss Earth UK? That's the other thing I was going to say. Miss Earth UK is supposed to announce their title as the new title holder tonight. So I was kind of thinking, I told Laurie this, that it might happen while I'm live. So Laurie, if you hear anything, either way, please let us know, but fingers crossed for you. I've interviewed Laurie and she's been on the podcast. So good luck. She looked amazing, actually. Danielle, do you want to catch us up on the, because you did her makeup and took a photo of her in an emerald green dress. You looked, do you want to catch us up on that?
So we had a full glam day yesterday. We did hair, makeup. I took some images of her. As you know, I'm trained to become a photographer. Well, am a photographer now. So we took loads of images for her submissions. We did some filming. We did a little bit of I threw some questions at her for an interview because her interview was last night. And we just got her. We tried to make it the most of a pageant as it was going to be. Do you know what I mean? Because obviously it's as you know, Miss Earth's gone virtual now, and so the girls are having to create their own productions from home. And as you know, filming yourself walking up and down your garden or your living room in a gown. It's a little bit different from doing a pageant, but we wanted to make the experience feel like a pageant. So I sat her down in the hot seat. We did hair and makeup. We had chats. We had tea. Got her feeling as glamorous, as fabulous as possible. And yeah, we just had a really nice laugh. And you know what? It was actually really chilled because by the time we'd finished shooting, she'd made us some lunch and I was just sat on the computer editing, getting things ready to go, and then submitted it nice and early. And then she had some nice downtime. She got her joggers back on, chilled out. And then we had to get her all glam again for her interview. So it was a really, really lovely day, and fingers crossed I can be a part of her international experience as well. So if she gets it, fingers crossed, what we'll do is we'll probably hire out a studio, get some locations and get a real production, get a team on board. So it's hard when you're doing it yourself and you're doing it from home, you know. You want to look your best, and it's hard, especially if you've got only mum and dad at home that are filming you. God knows, if I was doing an online pageant, I would be absolutely, you know, and there's no point, because my parents, I don't even know if my mum knows how to turn her laptop on anymore, let alone, you know, take a video.
So are you saying that your tech skills are inherited from your parents? Or lack thereof?
I thought he was going to compliment me then. I thought he was going to say, is it true that your tech skills have improved since being on the podcast? But no, I'm getting roasted.
Have they improved since you've been on the podcast?
They have.
They kind of gotten worse.
Did you not see the video that we created? That's on the Miss Earth UK page right now of her in a gown. She looks, I think she looks great.
You created that?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know. Okay. Yeah. I seen it. I
didn't
know.
Makeup artist, hairstylist, photographer, videographer, editor, all in one day.
Do you want to relive how long it took you to edit your YouTube video on your phone?
No, the editing wasn't the problem. It was just the...
How long did it take to upload?
The uploading was the problem. It was a 30-minute... It was a 30-minute video, okay?
How long?
Long time. 2 days.
I think that's YouTube's fault, though.
Yes, thank you. Let's blame YouTube. It's definitely not the problem with me.
No, let's not blame Danielle. Let's blame YouTube. Now, Laurie here, because we were talking about Backstreet, she's talking about belting Danielle Bedingfield. I know the name, but I don't remember any Danielle Bedingfield songs.
Is that guy that sings, I took something for and painted it red? That one?
No,
I can't.
I don't know.
Isn't he got to get through this?
No, that's James. Is that James? I don't know. Danielle Bedingfield is the isn't he?
Hey, that's the guy that sings.
It's okay.
You can't play on broken strings.
I don't think it's that one.
Laurie here said that we'll be the first to know.
I gotta get
through this.
Yes, we said.
Gotta be. Yeah.
And Laurie has also said Tom is asking for a shout out.
Danielle,
stop.
No, that's Ronan Keating.
If I'm not playing you, then
I know Ronan Keating. Danielle, shut up. Okay, Laurie, what is...
That's Danielle Bedingfield.
No, that's Ronan Keating.
Laurie has said that Tom is asking for a shout out. Who's Tom?
Tom is asking... Oh, that's Laurie's partner. Hey, Tom. How's it going?
Okay. He wants it. We're so famous now, we're doing shout outs. We should start charging for this.
He was such a great help that we had to kick him out of the room when we was getting Laurie ready for her interview.
Okay. All right. Now, I'm going to get Marcie to catch us up with her march up the mountain. So, Marcie, why don't you catch us up? Oh gosh, what?
A picture, face, everything.
Do you want to catch us up with how Ben Nevis went?
It was really good. It was so good. We raised so much money. I think the target collectively was like £400, and we raised just under £2,300, which was amazing.
Well done.
12 of us turned up in the end, which was more than I expected. I honestly thought it was just going to be me by myself. But yeah, we smashed it. 9 hours. There's no toilets anywhere. There's nothing at the top. So you just up and back down. But it was good. It was worth it. I mean, I really want to do Three Peaks. I know you've done Three Peaks, Danny. I really want to do it. But I need to forget just how bad Ben Nevis was first.
And that's the first one. So Ben Nevis is the first one in the Three Peaks. But we'll talk about that.
Yeah. But no, it was really good. So good. I mean, I'm not doing it again, but it was good.
Well, you'll have to do it again if you're going to do the Three Peaks.
This is why I need to forget just how bad. I need to do the Three Peaks down the line somewhere.
What part of it, Marcie, was bad? I mean, I can think of a lot of things that could go wrong climbing up a mountain, but for you, I mean, obviously, I'm assuming you felt massively proud of yourself and the girls, like during this photo. But which parts were the less, let's say, desirable or glamorous parts?
Do you know what? It was just the length of it. Like, it just didn't end. Like, you're like, yeah, you're almost there. It's fine. And then you'd meet people and they're coming towards you and they're like, you've got it. You've got 15 minutes. No, it was a lie. We didn't have 15 minutes. We had about 2 hours and it was just constantly happening. And the stones, there's just no sure footing. There's no level bit. There's no break. There was like a little miniature rock slide next to us, like nothing major at all, but it's just so uneven. And yeah, all of the injuries that everyone got coming back down. There was bad ankles and all of that sort of stuff, but it just didn't end. Did not end. I was the first one down. Me and Darcy, we were the first ones down. We really needed a wee. Ran down that mountain. But yeah, it was good. It was good. I'm just a moaner. I just moan about everything, but it was good.
I just realized that you have to, this will sound intelligent, I just realized you have to come back down. I mean, going up is one thing, but like that's excitement, and then you go, oh crap, now I need to actually go back down. I wouldn't like that part.
No. Someone joked that there was a stair lift, and there wasn't, and I got really excited, but it was a lie.
Someone told me there was a whiskey shop on the top.
I think
that would be my motivation.
To climb up a mountain, Chloe, that's all you need is whiskey. Did you guys have anything up at the top to like celebrate or anything like that? Because I mean, if I climbed to the top of a mountain, I'd be.
See, I wasn't that clever. My friend and his girlfriend came along, and they bought those little miniature single bottle of Prosecco, and that was really cute. Yeah. But everyone else was like, "Oh, I'll just like finish the rest of my chocolate bar." Yeah. It was so cold at the top, though. You just want to get all your pictures done and get off. Like, you're in the cloud. It's far too cold for that. It's so soggy.
How long did the climb take?
9 hours. It's supposed to take 7.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Was there any injuries? Anyone get injured?
Yes, it was just ankles were going. People started flagging massively. I mean, my friend bought these sort of energy gel things, and that really helped a couple of the girls. Yeah, all sorts of random bits, but nothing permanent that I know of so far. I think everyone has recovered.
It's harder, I believe, when you're in a group because you kind of don't know what pace to set. And you start falling into ranks, if you get what I mean. So the kind of ones that are better at the mountain climbing would probably set the pace.
Yeah.
And it's really down to that person in front to kind of keep checking back, making sure everyone's together. And then it's also good to have someone that's really a strong walker in the back as well, to like kind of encourage those that might be flagging a little bit or might be injured to help, just so you've got someone else moving them forward.
That was me. I was at the back.
How steep is it? Because I never climbed up a mountain. Are we talking like it's a really steep hike, or are you literally having to use your hands and stuff to like rock climb?
You're not climbing. I mean, you use your hands to steady yourself.
Yeah.
but it's still quite steep. If that makes, it's just a steep
just
hill
constant.
that's got. Yeah, it doesn't stop. I mean, as soon as you start, you're just going vertically, and it's just. But then you get used to it, I suppose. It's not that bad. Coming down though, it's like it's your legs because you're trying to get the angles.
Yeah. That's what I was going to ask. I normally prefer going uphill to downhill. So is that the same for you? Because downhill, I'd just be worried about falling over and then tumbling down the mountain.
Yeah, it's because you can't really disperse your weight properly because you're sort of like this.
Yeah.
It doesn't really. Well, yeah, I prefer going up. I mean, it's more painful, but I feel less likely to fall. So.
Did you have to carry like a really heavy backpack?
Well, I took a bag, but I didn't carry it, so it was fine.
You're a Sherpa.
My friend carried it. He sort of put it in his bag, and that was that. That was good. Carried my water bottle.
I had a friend like that.
Yeah, you want to be as light as possible when you're doing something like that because everything annoys you. And then you think, what? Like the people that carry the prosecco up there, they're probably like, we need to ditch these bottles now because otherwise we're going to carry them down. And there's no bins up there, so they're going to have to carry those empty bottles down as well, and that's extra weight in your backpack. There's
quite a lot of litter. It's just ridiculous. It wasn't necessary. Yeah, it's a bit of a shame.
That's sad.
I think people go up there and think it's a short little walk, and they want to go up there and have lunch up there, because there was a few people that I saw when I did it that didn't have suitable footwear on at all, and you just think this is a lawsuit waiting to happen, or an accident waiting to happen, and people really need to do their research if they're going to do Ben Nevis, because it is. You think, we don't have very big mountains here in the UK. No, that's a big one. You need to.
I think they think of Snowdon because Snowdon's got the cafe at the top and it's got the train and it's a bit more commercialised.
I think I've done Snowdon. Yeah,
and that's what people think of.
With.
Yeah,
but that's
like
not. That's
Snowdon's
not
nice.
That steep or long. Yes, Snowdon's kind of a nice day out, whereas what you did sounds like you got to prepare for it properly, otherwise you're going to not go very well.
Yeah.
Lizzie here has said this is why I didn't do it again.
I forced her to do Snowdon with me. She had some very choice words when I asked her about Ben Nevis, but I can't repeat them on here. But she wasn't happy when I asked her to do it.
I'm going to assume most of the words had 4 letters.
Yes.
Amber Louise has said, I love you, Marcie. What a challenge we went through.
Oh, Amber smashed it.
She's also said Teddy made it. Who or what is Teddy?
So she has a teddy and it means something really special to her, and she took it all the way up and she got her pictures at the top with Teddy, and it was just quite an emotional moment, but it was a nice emotion. It was a sense of accomplishment, and she's got her teddy. Can you see?
Yeah, I'm just circling it around with
he climbed with us.
So hang on, why don't you tell us who's who? So this looks like Frankie. Is that Frankie?
Yep, Frankie came.
Okay.
Yep.
So who's this here?
Oh, the picture's really small on my screen. So
I can't.
Yep, it goes. I can't see.
That's
who that
Darcy
is.
There.
Yep, Darcy's in there.
That's you there.
Above Frankie, it's Leah, and then we've got Carla. We've got Matt, my bag carrier, in the front with Adam. There's me. There's Beth behind me with an arm and no face.
I was going to say, yeah.
And then we've got Elise, and then we've got Lucy, and then we've got Amber. That I can see. We've got Hannah right at the back.
Is Lucy screaming?
Yeah.
She does look like she's just pulled a muscle or something there, or she just is very angry. But
Bless her.
Brilliant.
Frankie has said, yes, that's me, never again for a very long time.
Oh.
Yeah, we need to forget how bad it was first, Frankie, before we do something like that again, honestly.
Well, you guys should be super mega proud of yourselves for having done it.
Yeah.
So,
I'm proud of everyone that got involved. They
you.
didn't need to do that. It's impressive.
Yeah, absolutely. So, Chloe, do you feel like going up a mountain?
I actually did one before, but not as big as that one. It's called Mount Errigal. It's in Donegal. And I was really struggling by the time I got to the top as well. It was also for charity. And I actually had a stick with me, and I called it my St. Patrick stick. I don't know why, it just sort of looks like the sort of stick that St. Patrick has. And like everyone that was going up the mountain with me was like, by the time we got near the top. I was like, I give up, and they were dragging me by my St. Patrick's stick, and they like dragged me.
Dragging
up.
you?
I know.
Dragging you up a mountain?
Yeah.
You mean carrying you up a mountain?
Yeah. So that was
sounds about right.
But I hadn't trained for it, and at the time I wasn't exercising at all. It was at a point where I wasn't even at the gym, and my friend was like, let's do it, it's for charity, and it was for mental health charity, and I was like, I can't say no to this. Like, I want to help raise money for this cause. And I did it, but it was basically because of the help from the other people who helped drag me up at the end, because I was this close to giving up. And it was only, I think it only took like 2-3 hours. It wasn't as bad as that one. But yeah, maybe when I do start getting more fit, I'll probably attempt a bigger one someday, because yeah, it seems like such an achievement. And it was really beautiful when we got to the top. The view was so worth it. So yeah.
It's a huge achievement. I just don't know if I could last 9 hours or 7 hours or 10 hours or whatever it was, because I would want to kill someone. I think it would stop being a fun challenge about 2 or 3 hours in, and it would just be a challenge. And then after that, it would just be, I'm going to start running because I'm going to get this over and done with as soon as possible. That's how I approach my cardio. It's like the sooner it's over, the better.
I just don't approach cardio.
You climbed up a mountain. I mean, that is cardio.
That's cardio.
I mean, there is some resistance in it as well, but it's cardio. And you did 10 hours of it, so yeah.
And the more hungry you get, the clouds start looking like food.
What?
The more hungry you get, you start seeing shapes of food in the clouds.
Oh, what you mean, like the clouds are in the shape of food?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant like the clouds start looking like fairy floss or something, and you're trying to like eat them. It's like, what? Frankie here has said, but had great fun. Thanks, Marcie.
Thank you
and
for coming.
Amber Louise has said, the big Asian family got us through 52 steps, then a break. So cute. The big Asian family? You bumped into a big Asian family on the mountain?
So we actually met a guy called Atik, and he was climbing because one of his close friends had passed away recently, and there was a big, massive group of them. I think they were they were family members, close friends, mosque members, and things like that. And we had a big, massive chat, and it was sort of, we would go forward a bit, rest, they would catch us up, chill with us for a little bit. So we sort of climbed it with them. And now we're in talks about doing some charity things together with them. So it's really nice. They donated as well to the cause. Some random man gave us a tenner just on the mountain. He said, here you go, saw our tops, which was really sweet. But I'm trying to think what it was called. Adam's Ark, I think, don't quote me, was their charity. And it was just, we just climbed it with them. They were such great people. It was really nice, bless them.
Oh, that's really sad that, well, I guess it's touching that he is doing it because someone passed away. I've heard a couple of stories like that. It seems to be, I think it's a fitting way of honouring someone who's passed, obviously. Now, just moving on for a bit. So we've got Intercontinental happening in November. Marcie, do you know the exact date, just off the top of your head?
The 7th or 8th. I think it's like a 2-day thing.
Okay, so it's about 5 or 6 weeks, and fingers crossed it actually goes ahead. Would that be, and I'm asking everyone here, would that be the first pageant to take place in person in the UK for a long time? Because all of Holly's pageants have been nixed. So is that the first in-person one? I can't think of any other ones that have been held.
There was a child's one. I can't remember what system it was. It was held outside.
Right.
Oh, wow.
But that's all I know of. Don't quote me.
Okay. Well, good luck to Lily, and hoping that it goes ahead. And is a big success.
I might come if it does.
Well, please do.
I would love to, because I've already said to Frankie I really want to go. So if it's definitely on, then I 100% want to go if they allow me to fly.
Oh, yeah.
I definitely want to be there as well. Absolutely. I got to see you on stage again.
I'm so excited. I'm just
Me and
excited to
Danielle
see
can cheer in the
pageant.
audience. We'll be like, woo!
Yes. My little cheerleaders, I'd love that. I've got a funny feeling if it does go ahead, there'll be no audience though, in all honesty.
Yeah.
Ugh,
Oh,
ugh. That's
Yeah.
because what you really want, I think, as you're on stage, is a lot of energy. You want the
Yeah.
cheering
You
from the
feed off of
crowd.
that,
So
yeah.
to be doing it without an audience, like I've been watching tennis because I was a tennis coach, and I've been watching, for example, the US Open, which is massive in New York, and they didn't have a crowd, and it's so weird. Like someone wins a point and there's no clapping, except maybe the coach, and you just hear like, because it's like a 20,000 stadium, fits 20,000 people, and there's one person there clapping, and it doesn't feel the same. But hopefully, fingers crossed. Frankie here has said it was Galaxy Island, or Galaxy Island went ahead. Okay.
Yeah. That's the one,
Amber,
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Amber here has asked Marcie a question. Marcie tells us, I think it's autocorrect. Marcie, tell us how you found the transition from bikini prep to pageants.
So it's not that different. I mean, I was prepping for 4 competitions at the same time that I was prepping for Galaxy. When I got on the Galaxy stage, it was only 3 weeks out. Obviously, it all got cancelled, but it's not that different, really. I mean, it gives you more time when you're bikini prepping because you don't do anything. You can't go out to eat. You can't drink anything. You can't have a life. You can't at all. You can't really do much.
Really well.
I was going to say,
way,
where do I sign up?
Yeah. But it's really not that different. It's quite the same thing. It's just the determination. It's the practicing. Just as much as you practice your walk in your gown and your swimwear around and things like that, you need to practice your T-walk or an I-walk, depending on the federation, and your poses, your quarter turns, half turns, things like that. It's pretty, honestly, it's so similar, and it just sounds like complete opposite ends of the spectrum.
Chloe, what are you doing?
That's our posing.
Yeah, I'm doing the poses.
That's the men's one.
The women don't do that. No. Sorry, I thought they did.
The women,
pretty sure
you
I
don't
saw
ask them where the
pictures.
beach is.
Oh.
Get your guns
I'm
out.
pretty sure I saw pictures of women doing that too. No.
It depends what federation that you do, and it depends what category that you're in. So I only do bikini. You do get some extremely muscly women, it's like figure or fitness, and then they have to do things like acrobatic routines as well, or and the posing's different depending on your category.
Acrobatic routines.
Yeah, I think it's fitness.
Can you do a hula hoop?
No, what do you mean by acrobatics?
Like as in flips and splits, and it's basically a dance routine, but an acrobatic routine.
Ooh.
So
as
like
well as your
gymnastics,
posing.
kind of.
Yeah, like the center floor type thing, but much less technical.
Right. Okay. I won't be trying that any soon. I have no acrobatic skills.
I'm not doing it either.
I kind of want to go and watch one.
You should. It's
like
so
fun.
good.
Marcie, did you find walking? Because obviously you've done walking for the bikini comps. Did you find the walking for the pageant any different outside of obviously wearing a gown? But was the walking for you any different?
Completely.
Yeah.
So I am trained by Rachel Tate at the Pageant Coaching Academy, and I went for some walking sessions, and it's just completely and utterly different walk. For a bikini, it's more bouncy, arms going everywhere. You have to keep everything tense, so it just looks a bit of sort of like a waddle, if I'm honest. But then obviously pageants, it's all about like elegance of being smooth and not being all bumpy and things like that. It's I'm struggling. I'm really struggling with that, but I'll get there. But they are very different, so different. The heels are different. It's
I would imagine so. And learning 2 different ways of walking. I mean, learning one way of walking well is already difficult. Learning 2 different ways would probably be very confusing, because you'd be like, hang on, which one am I doing now? So
yep, you just fall out of it, honestly.
Do you
work in progress.
Did you have any bad habits that came into your pageant walk from your fitness walk?
Yeah, I lean forward far too much, and it's the arms coming in front of me and being really big and quite bouncy, like borderline boisterous, and it's like trying to control that upper half of my body because I'm going for it and I need to just stop.
Yeah. Well, as you said, work in progress, and you've got your work cut out for you doing both bikini comps and pageantry because you've got to learn two different ways. Just on that final note, are you in training for any more like figure comps or fitness comps, or are you just concentrating on the pageant at the moment?
At the moment, it's just the pageant. I mean, I lost so much muscle during lockdown. I'm not a fan of home workouts. That was not really for me. But I just sort of knew that everything was going to be cancelled for the whole year. So I didn't bother trying to prep for season B to have that taken away again. Right. So I'm hoping season A next year, which is sort of April time. But again, I'm not putting any promises on it. Just I want to get myself into a good position so that if it is possible, I can just jump straight into prep and smash that. But it's not going to happen, let's be honest. It'll be like the end of next year. It's fine.
I know you're a huge fan of Sarah Davies, and Sarah was talking about how basically home workouts for what you guys are trying to do. So she's trying to get as strong as possible. You're trying to get a certain figure that the home workouts really just, it wasn't heavy enough.
No,
so I mean, you can go for a run and stuff, but it's not the same, you know, doing push-ups versus doing a proper bench press or a deadlift. So I feel your pain because I still won't go back to the gym here because I don't trust people to wipe it down. And when they do wipe it down, they wipe it down with their towels, which is not helping anything. So
how logical.
Yeah. Well, they tried to get us to go back to the gym because we're actually allowed to, but I froze my membership because I said, like, I want to lift heavy. I'm not going to the gym for cardio. I'm going to the gym so I can get the heavy weights.
Yeah.
And they said they had safeguards in place, but their safeguards basically revolve around telling people to make sure, thank you, Chloe, they wipe down the equipment, but they're wiping it down with their towel, which that's not a safeguard. That's actively making it worse. So... but yeah, I can't wait to be able to lift heavy weights again. Now, Amber, we went through that. Amber, Danielle, there's a question for you here. How are you finding the secret book? Have you manifested anything yet?
Okay, big confession. I fell off the wagon for a bit. So after I did the 3 peaks, I was exhausted. I didn't really film much. My phone died. I had no signal. And so I didn't really film much. And then after that, I was a broken woman. So,
which is fair enough, can I just say? I mean, you did lose a toenail in the process, so you got to give yourself some slack here.
Yeah. So the next 3 days afterwards, all I did was sit on the couch and watch Netflix and just rested and stretched every now and then. And so I wasn't doing anything to manifest. There was nothing exciting to film, and I just was kind of wallowing because I hate being restricted. So I really had to I was hard on myself because I wasn't doing anything, and I get so frustrated when I'm not productive. So I kind of fell off the wagon, and then I'm picking the wagon back up. I've started picking it up today. And I definitely manifested a lot of things. A lot of things happened during those 8 days that I did it, or 7 days I did it.
I think it was 8. I think you made it up to 8.
Yeah, and now I have to go back. So I had to go back 3 days. So now I'm starting from, 3 days ago. So, but yeah, loads of things happened. Little things like... so it's kind of good and bad, but when I was in the airport, my white North Face jacket fell off the roller, when they go through security. Fell off the roller and it got covered in loads of dirt.
I saw that,
And it's a white jacket, and it's not a cheap jacket. So I kind of was like, who can I speak to about this? I wasn't being a Karen, I promise. But I was like, I need to talk to someone about this because obviously I'm a bit upset that, my jacket's kind of ruined from the scanner. And they compensated me with £25, and I spent that. And I've been, obviously, during COVID, I lost my job, starting up my businesses, and I kind of was a little tight on money. So getting the £25 voucher was great because I managed to buy my foundation in duty free, which I was running out of. And I was manifesting. I was like, I need to buy foundation. What is my life? I can't even go to interviews without foundation. I need it. And so that bought my foundation. And then I brought my jacket home, and I've given it a good clean myself, and the stains come right out. So I manifested
okay,
£25. My jacket is not ruined, and I got a free bottle of foundation. So manifested that. A few other good things, like I had a few jobs offered to me.
Nice.
And I don't know whether I manifested it or something, but I don't know if I'm allowed to say. I'm not allowed to say what the actual project is, but I landed a role in a movie. So it's not a big role, but yeah, so I kind of manifested that. So that's probably the biggest thing that came out of it. So I realised now I need to pick it back up again. So yeah, very exciting. I had my fitting today. Yeah, so very, very, very exciting. And I'm going to be filming for the next few weeks. So yeah, that's really, really exciting. And I feel like maybe that's like a byproduct of that. And I just felt happier. Like, where is the book? Where is the dang book? I had it here somewhere.
I have to ask you about the rock as well. What's the deal with the rock? Because you have a special rock.
Yes, I do have a special rock. And my rock, I'm just going to grab it. I
thought you were going to say something about Dwayne Johnson, because you were talking about movies and you said a rock.
No. I wish I could carry... I wish I could carry Dwayne Johnson around, you know, for a little bit of motivation every now and then. But no, I'm talking about an actual physical rock, not Dwayne Johnson, unfortunately.
I thought that she'd met Dwayne Johnson.
No, I wish, because he's a legend. I don't know where I actually put it. I think it's in my other bag. But anyway, the rock. So basically, you have to find yourself a little stone, and basically... every night before you go to bed, you have to hold your rock and tell your rock your favourite part about your day. So it's a nice little, cute little thought, and saying thank you and basically talking to your rock. Sounds kind of weird, but it really puts you in a good mood before you go to sleep. And yeah, you have to do it every day for 28 days. So it's a nice little roundup of your day that you've had, and you can find a little bit of greatness from your day and tell your rock that. And it has to just be small, and you keep it by your bedside, or you can carry it in your bag like I do. And that's the whole point of having the little magic rock.
Sounds good. I talk to my cat.
I want to do that now.
And I actually, my little rock that I have, I got on the top of Penavan. So it was the smallest rock. So Penavan was the little mountain. Well, it's not a little mountain. It's a mountain that I did.
A little mountain. Otherwise known as a hill.
In comparison to Ben Nevis, it's a little mountain, but it's not a little mountain. It is definitely a difficult one if you are not used to mountain climbing. But I got a little tiny rock from the highest point on Penavan by the little sign, and it was the smallest rock I could find. So I've got a little piece of Penavan in my bag, and it went all the way up to the top of all the mountains with me as well. So yeah,
that's cute. I like Penavan.
Yeah,
it's a nice
a few other people started doing it as well. So my best friend's up there. She got her rock at the top of where did she get? She got that one. She got hers on Nevis, and so she's going to start doing the magic too, because she's seen.
I've just bought the book. I need to start reading it, but I've just bought it.
I think I need to buy like shares in this book, or like I need to get some kind of deal, because a lot of people have messaged me saying they're going to buy it and they're going to do it. So highly, highly recommend. It's a practice every day for 28 days, and it's supposed to change your life. And I feel like it did, and I only did it for 8 days.
Very nice. Well, you'll get back on the bandwagon and then finish all 28 days.
Yes.
Chloe, can you still hear us?
Yeah, it said that my AirPods had 10%, so I was like, oh no. And then I took them out, put them in the charger, and then I realized that you guys would hear yourselves, so I put them back in.
I told you to charge your headphones. Hopefully we'll make it through before they die. Claire BB here, who's Miss Cumbria Galaxy, has said, I have flappy arms in swimwear. It's all good. This must be back to what Marcie was talking about, bouncing around in bikini. Flappy arms, but not flabby, Claire. Very important.
Definitely not flabby from Claire. Claire is in incredible shape.
Yeah, she's ripped. Claire, if you're still watching, I asked you if you wanted to be a guest on the podcast in a couple of weeks. So if you're still watching, let me know below, or you can just say no, you don't want to be, and I will try not to cry on stream. Now, that's Danielle. That's Marcie. Now, Chloe, I forgot to ask you, but you have a store, or your mum has a store that has just opened, and there do you or your mum, or both, are doing a giveaway. Do you want to tell us a bit about your store that you've launched?
Yeah, so throughout lockdown, me and my mom were messing around and trying different things. And then we realized that throughout the years, my mom always had an interest in making face creams. And throughout the years, my stepdad had skin conditions, and his sister and my mom used to always make them little creams using different essential oils and shea butter. And we decided to launch a little page called cocolu.love, and it's on Instagram, and there's a little giveaway. So it's like a little game where you tag your friends, and the last person to tag their friends, when the page shows stop, that person wins a prize. And there's lots of different types of creams for different things. So yeah, my mom's the brain behind it all. I'm just I should bring her on to speak about it next week. Although she hates speaking in front of cameras.
Fix the internet and then bring her on. So there's a giveaway at the moment. If you go to the cocolu.love Instagram, which I was trying to bring up, but my Instagram is not working. So cocolu, COCOLOU.love. Just tag friends, and then you get a chance to win. I think is it face creams or hand creams, Chloe, that you get to win?
Yeah, I think that she had one for the little wax melts as well, which are really nice. So you add them onto a burner, and they leave a lovely scent in the house. So
I'm a
really
sucker.
Nice smells there, and
I'm a sucker for a wax melt. I absolutely love.
I'm
I've
really
got
proud
so
of
many.
My mum,
They're so good. Like if you're a candle
I love them as well. My sister used to always.
I think there's a delay again.
Yeah. Yep, there's a delay. We'll get on top of this for next week. But what I was going to say, so you can see here, for example, natural soy wax, no paraffin, vegan friendly, cruelty free. This one looks a bit scary. This Jack Frost here, he looks a little like the stuff of your nightmares.
Oh my god!
I used to be scared of him as a kid, and my mom actually joked about the fact that she put that picture on the website. She's like, "You used to be afraid of him."
I was going to say, who wouldn't be afraid of a face like that? I mean, he looks like he's plotting to end the world. He looks like an evil genius. Look at that. I mean, that is the stuff of nightmares right there. If you woke up and you had that face next to you, you'd be like, oh my god. Okay.
To be fair,
if you would like to win a face like that, then that's not the product. Here's the actual product. Okay, that's the product. Okay, not this terrifying figure here.
I think I just got a notification from Laurie, but I didn't actually see it, so I'm not sure if they've made an announcement.
Okay, so we'll check that out. So that's Chloe and her mum's new business, cocolu.love, and they're doing a giveaway. All you got to do is tag a friend. I think I tagged Danielle in it already, so go check it out.
Yeah,
they're open in time for Christmas.
I wondered what that tag was all about, because there was no explanation. I had no idea why you were tagging me in face creams, Adrian. Like, I was like,
I'm just trying to give you a subtle hint. You need face cream. It's like when you buy people perfume. It's a subtle hint that,
How dare you? How very dare you? I was like, this is so random. Since when was Adrian interested in face creams that are in heart-shaped glass tubs? Like, I was like...
What are you saying? I'm in touch with my feminine side.
And then I had to do a little bit of research. I was like going through it. I mean, like, what is this? And then I was like, Chloe has liked everything. I'm like, this has got to be something to do with Chloe. I'll give it a follow.
Wasn't trying to hide it. I just tagged people because I wanted you guys to see it. Just bear with me. I'm trying to find out if there's world news from Miss Earth UK.
I think Stephanie's just done her farewell speech, but I'm not sure if... Shall I just check my messages? I won't say anything.
Yeah, if you check.
BRB.
Okay, no, it's just a farewell at the moment. It's not, no, it hasn't been announced yet. So there's a... Oh.
She's gone anyway.
I'll be back in a sec. I'm still here.
I'm still laughing at the Jack Frost.
That's terrifying. He looks properly terrifying. I was trying to be funny, then I looked at it more closely, and it actually... No, I've not, and I don't think I want to. If that's the face, I'm okay.
I'm back. I'm
really...
back. Okay, we haven't had an announcement yet. False alarm. I think they're still waiting on judges to.
Yeah.
Finish
and
judging.
Also on that note, Laurie, happy birthday. So I hope you get the best birthday present ever, which is to obviously win a title that you've been competing for a while, right, Danielle? How long has Laurie been going?
This is her third attempt, so hopefully third time lucky. But we wish everyone. I just want to say, I wish everyone the best of luck. Like they've all done phenomenally, actually. Considering I know they only had a week's notice that it was going to be virtual. So these girls have gone out and, you know, if they hadn't sourced anything already, they've all done it in a week. So if they didn't have, so if they haven't had their eco, if they haven't had their gown, if, you know, and then also got like their friends and family to record them, they've all done it in a week. And some of them have done, well, they've all done exceptionally well to submit everything they've needed to submit in time. So congratulations to all the girls.
Yeah, because the international for Earth has actually begun. I know because I interviewed the USA director and Lindsay Coffey, who's the the US Earth Queen. She's already started doing a couple of videos and stuff like that. So I can understand why there was a sudden rush on it. But geez, a week when you guys take months, as you all know, sometimes even years to prepare, and it's a closely guarded secret, and it's like, you got a week, like, but maybe that's better. You don't have time to panic. You just have to do it.
Just got to do it. Just got to move.
Yeah. It might actually be better for some of you. Now, Claire Beebe originally said, no, sorry, she's busy because she's trying to be funny. Of course, I'd love to. All right, so Claire, I'll get in touch. And then Chloe, there's a question for you here from Amber Louise. She said, how do you find being a woman in business? What challenges have you faced and how did you overcome them?
So the website is brand new, and yes, it's been very difficult the past few weeks trying to get ready for launch date. I think we set quite an early launch date. We were thinking of doing October, but we were decided then doing the end of September. But I'm actually brand new to business. My mom's had several businesses before. She's amazing at that side of things, and for me, it was something completely new. I'm just finishing my engineering degree, and I just thought, why not try something that I'm really interested in? Like, I love skincare and something that's fun, something just that you never know. Like, that's the thing with business. You can never tell if you're going to take off or not, but you may as well just give it a shot. Like, on my normal job, I just work at Tesco, and whenever you're getting a job around £50 a day, if you sell 2 products at £7 or £25 each, you're making that a day back. So then it just means that if you do 4 products a day, you're making double what you would worth making your normal job. So why not give it a go and just see how you get on? The worst that can happen is it might not work out, but money comes and goes. So just give it your best shot.
Yeah, good for you.
I also find that with me personally, with skincare, I become so loyal to a brand once I find something that I enjoy. So you know that if you're making every single customer happy, they will be a customer for life, and there's only growth in that business.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Okay. Very cool. Now, I am cognizant of the fact that Chloe's AirPods are dying. And Marcie also is dying because we kept her up past her bedtime and she's about to turn into a pumpkin. So Marcie, why don't you let us know what exciting plans you have coming up in the near future? Obviously, you've got Intercontinental coming up in about five or 6 weeks. So what have you got coming up? Are there any more events? Are you just prepping? What's going on?
Just last bits of prep, really. Got a couple of things in the works, little secret projects. I'm currently collecting letters to send to children in domestic violence situations. Yeah, and so I've got quite a few of those already. So that's really nice. If anyone wants to get involved, just drop me a message. And yeah, just a couple more charity bits, really. Quite prepped this year. Doing good.
It sounds so organised. Marcie, just tell us a little bit more about the letters that you're collecting. So if people want to get involved, what is it that you're looking for?
So all I want is a paragraph or so. It can be words of your own from the heart, or it can be a collection of your favourite quotes. Just something that's inspiring and empowering, not gender specific, and just honestly write down some words and send them across to me on Facebook, Instagram, whatever you want. I've created a graphic for people to insert pictures of themselves, you know, just in case for appearance books, because everything goes as an appearance now because 2020. But yeah, just some nice, kind words of inspiration and send them across to me. And they're basically going to go to children that have been or still are in domestic abuse situations. And yeah, hopefully just bring some positivity, really. Just trying to collect those at the moment.
Good for you. And that's an issue like mental health that has really spiraled out of control.
Yes, massively, yeah.
So it's a great thing you're doing, and it's a very appropriate time to be doing it. Okay, that's what Marcie's got coming up. Now, Chloe, you've managed to survive an hour with Danielle and myself, so well done. What have you got coming up over the next week?
I actually don't know. I have no plans as of yet to be leaving Ireland, unfortunately. But we never know. Something might pop up in the works. But we probably can't because of lockdown. But unless there's a miracle cure, then that would be great.
Otherwise known as a vaccine. I guess most of us don't. Well, I don't know. We don't have huge exciting plans at the moment because we still can't really. Life is still not back to normal. Although in Australia here, life is slowly kind of returning back to normal, thankfully.
Yeah.
So that's Chloe. And Chloe, thank you for agreeing to be part of this. And I hope you've enjoyed it. And I'm sorry about Danielle.
Thank you. Oh, you have been amazing.
I love you, Danielle.
One of these days. One of these days.
One of these days, what? Please finish that sentence.
Yeah, I'll get you
She
back.
hasn't got that far.
One of these days, I'll get you back.
Like, either you've got a really long arm and you physically whack me over the head, or you're going to have to
Australia.
fly a very long way or plan the most elaborate prank in the world.
Oh my God, don't, because you'll get my noggin ticking and I'll be like, how can I prank Adrian?
Go for it.
That's
I
a
love
good
being
idea.
pranked. I thought, what, pranking me? I was serious. You're going to get your noggin tinking. It's like, it needs to tink harder. All right, Danielle, what have you got coming up over the next week, apart from obviously getting back on board with the manifestation and trying to grow a new toenail?
I shall be filming for this week and I potentially have a photo shoot at the weekend as well that I will be shooting, not me modelling. I will be shooting. So yeah, it's nice to have work that's picking up and very excited for this this new project. So I'll be down at the Warner Brothers Studios for...
Oh, that's near me.
Yeah, so very, very exciting.
Sounds amazing. And on that note, why don't we just wrap this up? So I didn't get a chance to show you this. So this is Laurie, who's in the lead up from Miss Earth UK. And that'll be announced tonight. And that's Danielle's handiwork with was it the makeup and the photography?
Makeup and the photography.
Oh, wow.
I left the plug in on purpose. I was going to edit it out.
Oh, this thing here. Yeah.
I actually thought it was brilliant to have still like an element of it being like home done. There's Laurie. Inspired by Catriona
I'll just mute the
sound's
music.
gone for some reason.
Yeah,
oh, yeah.
I'll mute the music.
It's uncopyrighted music as well, so it won't get taken down.
Your tech skills have improved, Danielle. They really have.
I was going to edit it down more, but she was like, no, just we need to send it off.
Yeah, well, I guess you guys were on a time constraint.
We were.
Okay, well, let's leave it there. For myself, I have an interview. I've been on a bit of a bender with interviews because I've gone, this is crazy. I wanted to be everywhere in the world in 2020 and I can't go anywhere. So I'll travel through my interviews. So if you've been watching, I've interviewed a couple of Canadian queens. I interviewed the director of Miss Earth USA. She's trying to also set me up with Lindsay Coffey, who's Miss Earth USA. So that would be a good interview because she's a fierce woman. And then I interviewed yesterday a South African queen, Nazi Awadi, who was Miss Earth South Africa back in 2018. And I've got another interview tomorrow with Giselle Ace, who is Miss Eco South Africa. And then after that, I think I'm back to Australia or Canada, and maybe the Netherlands next. I want to try and interview as many different countries as possible. I haven't, actually, now that I think about it, Chloe, I don't think I've interviewed an Irish queen. No.
Charlotte Clemmy?
Wow.
That's true. Thank you for reminding me.
You should interview me.
On that note, yes, that's a subtle hint. But also on that note, I think Charlotte will be our guest next week. So that will be something to look forward to. Okay, before Marcie just keels over and falls against the wall behind her and starts snoring.
Oh, bless her.
Marcie, look, congratulations again on that climb. Massive well done. And best of luck, obviously, for Intercontinental.
Thank you.
And maybe we can set up an interview. And if we do,
Yeah.
we probably should just make it not at this time of night.
Yeah, I don't mind getting up at 5 a.m. I know that you do for this. I'll get up at 5 a.m. It could be your evening. Is that how it works?
Well, you're 5. Yeah, you're 5 in the morning. At the moment, it's 2 p.m. in the afternoon for me. So I don't think anyone will tune in to watch because everyone will be dead. But they can watch it back later. It'll be fine. All right, so we can set that up. So thank you, Marcie, for your time. We'll let you go to bed. Thank you to Chloe and Danielle, obviously, and. Thank you guys for watching, and we're live on the replay, and we'll speak to you next week. Hey guys, it's Adrian again. If you like this video, make sure to like and subscribe, and remember to head over to pageantlaunch.com and join the launch team for our pageant review site. All you need to do is put in your email address. Thanks, and speak to you next time.